Tuesday. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, and none other than Cam Newton.
And many people are having difficulty pegging exactly what they believe Cam Newton is at this point in his career. For me, when I see certain days and he's right, he can still be an accurate passer, can still get the ball downfield. And his running ability, especially inside the 10, still makes him a difficult quarterback to prepare for.
Newton's throw caught by Higgins.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Newton now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 catches, 105 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
ETN once more. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. The Jaguars at 7-1 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Newton steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 20 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Watson off play action.
Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. Touchdown! Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Browns have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they are on a 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Another tote for Etienne.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Etienne up the middle.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Off play action. Newton. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jaguars have regained the lead.
A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
They go with Chubb on second down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, Watson buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. And the ball is out. Watson lost it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On 1st down, it's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, Newton. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Again, Newton. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
A handoff running left is Etienne.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Browns set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they're going to force another incompletion.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here.
We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Newton.
He'll drop this one off with Etienne.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Here's Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Newton. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Watson. That's complete. It's Bell.
2nd down and 8.
Now Chubb running right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st and 10, Newton.
Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 more there and another 1st down. Newton to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Newton. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To the air again, Newton. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Flushed out right.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So that halftime over, no problem with us. We'll skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now it's Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Cameron Jordan with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Newton. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They fake the give. Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now. Down at the 31. Newton now to throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Newton
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Browns drive about to get started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. 2nd and 2.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here, the turnover on downs.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton,
and looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted.
Nick Needham picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After after the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that two-point attempt.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. A give to Etienne running right, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. Oh, good move. They find some open field here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I'd normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Watson eluding the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Watson. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Watson on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Again, he finds more. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where his coaches...
The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, That's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Again, it's Watson. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. From the red zone now, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Jaguars on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
On third down, here's Etienne. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it right side to Cooper. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Watson looks to throw again. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. From the 44, Watson.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Watson.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. To the air yet again, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here we go on 4th. Watson.
Open man, Parham. He's got him.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Off of play action, it's Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own. Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for six. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. On first down, Watson. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win in both sides of the ball. Made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for Jacksonville, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.